Hello, everyone. It's Megan Graham, and I am on here live today with my crazy hair that is drying curly because that's the way it really is. Anyway, just wanted to come on. I am working on being here every day, even though things are still far from perfect, and I am getting my life together after a huge move. We moved out of a moldy apartment. It happened again. Anyway, so just wanted to start showing up, and Alfie wants to come up and get brushed while I'm here sitting. So just wanted to start showing up a little more every day and just having like a little casual chat. I feel like there is not enough low-tox lifestyle kind of content on the internet, and I just want to get on and have a chat every day. So please feel free to jump into the chat. Please feel free to ask me. Alfie, he's actually being really annoying. So I just put him into my lap to brush him, and he is kicking me with his little feet. So you gotta calm down, Alfie. Anyway, just wanted to show up and chat a little bit today. I am just working on getting back to showing up after like a huge life disruption. But anyway, feel free to jump into the chat. Today was kind of a crazy day. So, my Yorkshire Terrier, Lola, has been going through some autoimmune issues. And what those issues have basically caused is a little bit of brain damage. She's so sweet. And I'm not complaining. I'm so happy to have her alive. So, please know that if I ever say what's going on, it's not because I'm complaining about Lola. I love her more than life itself. She's been my dog since she was 4 months old. And I'm just grateful that she's still here. But anyway, so she has an autoimmune disease that is called GME. It's pretty rare, but yet I've had two dogs that had it, so I don't know how rare it is, but pretty rare. Anyway, she has it, and one of the things that happened after she got sick is that she started just losing control. She became a little incontinent. Alfie, you're really going to kill me if you keep doing this. He's kicking against me as I groom him. So she started getting a little bit incontinent. And so what I was doing yesterday was I took an enzyme. It's called anti-icky poo, and it's fragrance free because I am allergic to most conventional fragrance. So anyway, I sprayed anti-icky poo on the top of my latex mattress. And I should also say, I don't think it was really, I had stuff on top of my mattress. I had a mattress pad, I had potty pads, but somehow just a little tiny bit made it through. So I sprayed that on the entire top of my mattress yesterday. And what I didn't really think about was the fact that I wasn't going to be able to sleep on the mattress right after. So yesterday was kind of a challenging day. So there's like a bunch of blankets around and stuff because I had to make a little temporary spot to sleep. It wasn't that comfortable, but anyway, just getting everything back under control. So I don't know if anyone here has ever had water damage or mold in their home, but after you move, I feel like there's like a big wave of stuff that you have to do. And it's a really, really busy time after. So it's been a busy time for me, and I've been trying to figure out how to show up again when things are like not perfect, like when I don't have time to make my apartment perfect behind me or blow dry my hair straight or do all the things that I want to do. And I feel like life is never perfect, so it's better just to show up. You know what I mean? So anyway, so today some of my purchases haven't been as fun as they usually are, but what I did order today so that this doesn't happen again is I don't know why didn't I have this? It was just an oversight. I got a cotton jersey, but also waterproof mattress cover. And so next time I'll have a mattress cover on my mattress. So this will never happen again. So there won't be a next time. But let me tell you, I had just gotten the mattress because we had to throw away our mattress after moving out of mold, since mattresses are a horizontal surface. And so I really didn't want to throw away my mattress again. Worst case, I could throw away the top layer because it's a 3-layer latex mattress, but I don't really want to do that. So anyway, would love if anybody wants to chime in here. Your questions don't have to be about beauty, by the way. I just like to talk about all my things, whether it's LifeWave patches, Yorkshire Terriers. I've been really passionate about getting my hair healthy again. I had worn extensions for the past 15 years. I had really long hair anyway. I just wore a few extensions to thicken it up at the very bottom and add a little bit of blonde at the front. And I just got tired of wearing them. So I have been really focusing on not only hair health, but scalp health lately. So I also love to talk about that too. If you don't know, oh, Michelle, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love them so much. They're great. One of them is, she's absolutely insane. I think she's like a Russian assassin, but she keeps me on my toes. And not going to lie, she's also been a participant in the issues that I had on my bed. They really worked together. But anyway, she's like she's a handful, but she sure is beautiful. So so anyway, I've been trying to just get back to, I was so out of all of my beauty things because Jeff and I and the babies were living in a temporary place for about 5 weeks. And when we were living in the temporary place, I really didn't have any of my things. So I had like a duffel bag in just a few things. And it's probably the first time in my adult life that I've ever lived without all of my stuff for so long, and I've ever been displaced for so long. And what I do have to say is that the experience of having that happen, as hard as it was and as much as it was like challenging to be there, it also makes you so appreciate when you get back to your routine to be able to do your vinegar rinse for your hair, to be able to get into your sauna, or whatever it is that you like to do at home. Feels so nice to have those things back again. So I'm getting back into the routine. Jeff was actually out golfing for the day, and we might go. There's actually like a Thanksgiving celebration that's early today in our building, and we're considering maybe stopping down for that because we have a really friendly building and we always like to see our neighbors and such. So we might be doing that today, just kind of like seeing how the day goes. I still have a pretty excessive amount of cleaning to do just because I pulled things apart. But I'm sure I'll get things back together. So, and this week I've been just I really didn't work for about 2 months. I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't on anything really, just because it was like all hands on deck to get things back, back under control with our home and, and finding a new place to live. And things like that. So anyway, now I'm just getting back to work. I've been working on a patch information page for my LifeWave patches. I also got a really cool page together for the non-toxic scalp and hair care system that I use. So anyway, you can find those links. They're in the description of every video. I always only share the things that I personally use and love. So you'll never find me just like sharing a product simply because of a commission or simply because a company asked me to do so. I only share things that I love. I don't think I'll probably ever be going back to work as a hair colorist again. That was what I did for years and years. People flew in from all over the country to see me, to do their hair, and sometimes even all over the world. But I don't see myself working with chemicals again, especially because low-tox it's not only has it become like a passion of mine, but it's also become a necessity because I had certain health issues related to toxins and chemicals. So for me, what started out when I started using cleaner beauty products and cleaning products and things like that. Originally, it just started out as like a, not a fun thing, but like just a thing to be healthier. And then later on, I developed fragrance sensitivities and chemical sensitivities from probably being a hair colorist for so long, to be totally honest. And that was really where I got my passion to be interested in doing that. Anyway, that's just a little bit of what's going on. We are planning our holiday season as well. And not that we have any big plans by any means, but one of my favorite things to do during the holidays. In Arizona, there's something called the Desert Botanical Gardens, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful garden. And at night during the holiday season, they put little paper bags out with candles in the paper bags, luminaria, and you can walk through and have a tour of the garden, which is so nice. So I want to get tickets for that. We're going to go with our best friends and walk through the garden, which I'm really looking forward to. I've also been on my Patreon lately. If you guys don't know, I don't know that I have the link up as much, but my Patreon is kind of where I have my actual like conversations, and I spend time in the comments and things like that. And so I've been on my Patreon a little bit, and some super nice people have joined over there, which is really fun. I really stopped personally going into my YouTube comments. There's so many nice comments on YouTube, and then there's some that aren't so nice, and I just don't like to read all of them. So I'm not really in my YouTube comments anymore, but always feel free to come on if you want to jump onto one of my lives for sure. I'd love to hear from you guys. Michelle said, my hair is finally growing back since falling out last year. I'm using $39.49 in Eon. That's awesome. And I'm going to check out the products you use. Yeah, for sure. Definitely do that. I actually have, so I created, you'll see the links. I put it in the description. I love the products that I put into, I actually just made one simple favorites cart, because I feel like even though I use, because I am a hairstylist and things like that, even though I use a lot of the products from this particular line, it's funny how it's kind of like your closet. Don't they say you wear 20% of your closet 80% of the time? And it's the same exact thing with the products. So I actually made a custom cart with my very favorite products. And there's one, so it's a cart that people can actually edit if they would like to. If they do edit the cart, the only thing personally that I would edit would be the one styling product that I put in there. I put in a thermal heat protectant because, of course, everybody should use one. It's what I use today. But other than that, the three products that I put in there that act as a system they're just absolutely amazing. But what also amazes me is that, so there's a very, very, very light scent, and it's minty and fresh. And although I'm chemically sensitive, and although, Alfie, you're really driving me crazy, buddy, although I technically am allergic to fragrance, I'm not, interestingly enough, allergic to their fragrance. And from what I have learned about it recently, they use some pretty special European standard products. And what I'm so happy about is that it works for my hair, but it doesn't irritate me at all, which is absolutely huge. So I just placed another order with them this week, and I actually got their skincare as well, because they finally came out with a fully unscented skincare, which I'm so excited about. I don't need scent in my skincare. So can't wait to try that. I feel like I haven't been ordering as many products though as I usually do. So usually when you move out of mold, it usually costs like easily $10,000 or $15,000, because you have to ditch a lot of stuff that you own. And it's not just because it's fun, it's because unfortunately it gets contaminated. And so I spent a lot of money on that. So I couldn't buy as many fun things, but I'm just starting to be able to get a few fun things. Like hopefully, I would like to get a new Christmas dress. I don't know if anybody has seen the dresses by a brand called Christy Dawn. It's Christy with a C, Christy Dawn, and they make the most beautiful dresses. They're totally, if anybody remembers Gunny Sacks from the 80s, Gunny Sacks was a hugely popular brand when I was growing up. And apparently Christy Dawn they're actually inspired by Gunny Sacks dresses. And I have a few of their dresses, and they're just the most beautifully made dresses. Like I reach for them again and again. They're organic cotton. They're like heirlooms. They're so beautifully made. They'll never go out of style because they're not in style, if that makes, they're not trendy. It's not that they're not in style, but they're not trendy. So I love their dresses. If you haven't checked them out and you're looking for something beautiful for the holidays, beautiful, flattering, comfortable, all the things, they make beautiful dresses. So I would definitely check them out. I'm just going to fix up his little ponytail. He's been a little bit of a menace while I've been brushing him. So yeah, my purchases haven't been so exciting right now. I got a new cat fountain. Lola actually loves to drink out of a cat fountain, which is really interesting. And I've been working not only, so she's getting chemotherapy and she's seeing a neurologist, but and as much as I am holistic and as much as I love all low-tox things, I will say that there are certain times where we also need the other stuff. Like for Lola, there's no way she was going to survive without the higher tox option in this case. But what I'm also doing for her, so in conjunction, simply because I do know about a lot of holistic and functional things, she's also getting supplements. She's getting really nice standard process liver and kidney supplements, which are amazing. She's taking glycine, which is really amazing, not only for detoxification, but for so many other parts of the body. She's wearing the X39 patch. She's wearing the glutathione LifeWave patch once a week. She is wearing carnosine patch several times a week. And what else am I doing for Lola? Obviously, lots of walks, lots of outside time. She's getting red light therapy, and I am also running frequencies for her. So if you guys, if anybody on here knows about the LifeWave products, LifeWave did just come out with a water machine, which the only bummer about the water machine is that they came out with it and they talked about it at least a year ago. And unfortunately, it's still not available for people, which I just think is a little bit of a bummer because I'm sure they didn't know, right? They didn't know that it wasn't going to be ready now, but it is a little bit of a bummer because everybody is just jockeying and waiting for it. And there's been so much anticipation for so long. And I think people are dying to have the water machine. So I have the water machine. It's actually not on my counter. It's in my office simply because I have, as you can see, I have a convection stove because I don't use microwaves. I have a distiller back there, a copper water vessel. I'm trying to think if I can move my giant head. No, I don't have anything on my main island behind me. But anyway, I already have some big appliances. So I really couldn't fit, the water machine is like this big. It's huge. And I couldn't fit anything else in my apartment like easily. So it's in the office. And the only issue with having it, Alfie, come on. The only issue with having it in the office is that you forget to turn it on. Like you mean to, but as my mother always said, out of sight, out of mind. And that happens with the water machine. So I actually need to, I'm going to set up, I just haven't done it because I just moved. I'm going to set my alarms on my phone for my reminders for various things this week because I don't have them going right now. I'm going to set a reminder to remind myself to drink the water every day and also do some other reminders that I've been meaning to do. So I can't really report back completely about what I think about it. I personally, to be honest, I didn't notice any immediate things with the water machine. All right, we're just going to put him down. He's driving me crazy. I didn't notice any immediate changes with the water machine. I know a lot of people do notice immediate changes. It wasn't like that for me. But I was also still in a moldy environment, and I was having, to be totally honest, when our environment went bad and we had to move, it was super hard as a family and hard financially and everything. So I don't think I was probably hard physically because it was making me sick and my dog was sick. So I can't say that I really was able to take in whether I was having changes or not having changes because there were so many variables in my life at that moment that it's hard to discern, right? Like what's actually happening. So now that I'm in a calm, stable, restful, or like our new apartment is just beautiful. So now that I'm in this environment, I just want to start from scratch again and start with a water machine. My initial things, I don't know who knows about LifeWave and who doesn't, because I'm just talking about my stuff. My initial thoughts on the water machine is I don't love the taste of the actual water. It's okay, but if you let the water sit in the water, I don't know, holding tank for too long, it just doesn't, it tastes a little bit plasticky, like it tastes like something that's been stored in a plastic jug or something, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm hoping that over time that will get better. I noticed that if we add fresh water and we go through the water faster, it's not so much like that. So I think that part of it is probably us and part of it is probably the water machine. So we will see. We'll see how it goes. But I always just try to give, not try to, I just always give my honest review with everything because I think it's so important. If you're watching, please feel free to jump into the comments, because when I do my live streams, it's like, it's honestly, it's like the best time to reach me and the only time to reach me, just because for the most part, it's my assistant Rosie that answers my comments for me on YouTube. So always feel free. It's always a friendly environment and you can chat about anything on here. You don't have to ask a question. You can just make a comment, whatever you like, but just know that it's a very, very friendly environment. So yeah, that is the big excitement, but I did go to a fun, I don't know if it was a class, a gathering for the hair care line that I use. And I met she was like a pen pal. She's my business mentor. And it was so lovely to meet her this week. I really enjoyed that. So that's pretty much it for today. It's not that exciting, but anyway, getting a lot of cleaning done. If you could see my entire apartment, it is so pulled apart from having to treat my bed with the enzymes. So I'm looking forward to getting everything back together so it can feel relaxing again. Also, we're living in a brand new building, and this is kind of funny. We're having so much trouble. It's a big 8-story building. We're having so much trouble getting our packages because, let's see, DHL, USPS, and UPS are all even Amazon. They're like, oh, that building, that address doesn't exist. And it does exist, but they've done some super weird things. So there's actually construction all around us, and UPS delivered one of my packages into the construction and just left it like in the dirt. And some other packages, like I just ordered APL sneakers for my husband because in the busyness of the move, his sneakers were so worn out that his feet were practically about to touch the ground. So I ordered him some new shoes because I don't know about how your husband is, but my husband doesn't order himself new clothing. So anyway, got him to get new shoes and because I bought them, and they just shipped them back. They were like, oh, that building doesn't exist. So we shipped them back to California. So anyway, APL is sending us new shoes, but getting packages has been really challenging. I didn't expect that to happen. If you enjoy my live streams and you can think of it, I would love it if you could hit the thumbs up. It's free to hit the thumbs up, but it makes a big difference for me and my channel. Also, I would love suggestions of things that you would like to hear about. If you would like to hear about products that I use, low-tox things that I do, I really just want to come on and chat about that. Over the years, I have experimented with hundreds and hundreds of products to find the things that I use today. My makeup is all low-tox. I use laundry detergent that's low-tox. And I think what's really great is it's all stuff that works. So I really like that. And I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much it. I guess nobody has any questions today, which is totally fine. But I'm just going to come on and chat. And yesterday I did a little heatless, not heatless curler demonstration, but like a heatless styler demonstration. I looked super silly, but it worked so well on my hair. So I'm going to run because I think my husband just texted me and said that he is getting back from his golf that he was playing today. So I don't want to keep him waiting downstairs. We're going to take the babies out on a little walk and go outside. But always love to hear from you guys in the comments, and definitely check out the description for this video. So I think it's underneath the video if you're looking on a laptop. If you're on your phone, it might be underneath or to the side. It's where it says more. And I did link to my new LifeWave landing page that I just made, as well as the information page about the hair care that I use. One thing that I'm thinking about getting from them are their vitamins for faster growing hair. So my hair used to be down to probably about where my hand is. So I'm working on growing it out super long again. It got a little bit fried when I first moved to, I actually got a lot fried when I first moved to Arizona. So anyway, just growing it back out. But hope everybody has a beautiful day. I am going to be looking for a regular time to hop on here. Probably in the future, I'm going to try to hop on around 3 o'clock almost daily. I might start with Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but for now, I've just been showing up when I can because, to be totally honest, my health took a big hit after I had another mold exposure. And after cleaning all of our moldy items, it took an extra big hit. So I've been a little, how do I say it? I never know exactly how long my health stuff is going to take me in the morning to get myself going, but I love to get on here and chat with you guys and just say hello. And I always love it when you say hi to me too, when you let me know why you're watching, where you're watching from. I know I myself have been, I don't want to say guilty, but I often just go on and just like watch things and I don't comment. But do know that I love it when you guys comment on here when I'm live. It's so nice to hear from you. And it means a lot to know that you are watching, why you're watching. And if you would like to hear about any particular products that I use, be it cleaning, nutrition, any of that, just let me know. One of my big things, so I feel like everything in my life is getting reorganized after this move. And I am working on getting my fitness back. I used to be a competitive athlete. And so I am taking my protein again. I'm getting my workouts in 3 to 4 times a week. And I'm keeping track of my strength and conditioning workouts in a workout log because I think having muscle makes you look and feel so much better. So anyway, have a beautiful day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, and talk to you soon. Bye.